welcome back to Ashley Storrie's YouTube channel. I'm Ashley Storrie. Let's continue with My Immortal, but first, let's go to your comments, because I missed doing comments yesterday. I had to cut it out. Salvadorton Bradbury says, this entire fanfiction reminds me of a migraine I once had. Yeah, me too. Ken Scott says, I was doing quite well following the storyline mentally till somewhere around the start of chapter 1. And Rachel Francis makes a very valid point. When this is finished, we'll need to take a long look at ourselves and think about what we're doing with our lives. I agree. Wholeheartedly. Okay, so last time in My Immortal, it was so convoluted and weird that I actually can't explain what happened last time on My Immortal, because it was just so fucking weird. So let me try and remember. Ebony did something. Ebony went back to the past because she killed herself because Draco and Snape were doing it. And then she met Hedwig, who was Voldemort's love, and she was like, I'm going to get you two back together. So she took them to the Great Hall and was like, okay, now kiss. Like she's playing with dollies. It's story time! Chapter 42. The Black Parade. Author note. Oh my god, the new book is coming out really soon and I can't wait. I think that Snap will really be the same person as Voldemort because they are both half-blood, so that would explain why he killed Dumbledore and he hated Harry. And then Harry will have to commit suicide, so Voldemort will die because he will really be a Horcrux. She wasn't far off the fucking mark. Oh my god, I hope Draco and Harry get together. That would be so schmexy, wouldn't it? If they don't, then J.K. Rowling is a homophobic. A homophobic. No, not the bacon! Thanks for the help with my facts, Medusa. You rock. Who's Medusa? End author note. I sat depressedly in Dumbledore's office with Hedwig, Satan, James, Sirius, Snap and Lucian. Dumbledore was sitting in front of us cruelly. He looked more young than he did in the future. That's how time works, you fucking dunkus. He had taken the iPod away with and was now listening to a shitty Avril Lavigne song. What the hell is this anyway? He cracked meanly. I hoped he didn't find out that it was from another time. Also like to apologise that I forgot to do Satan's voice properly in the last 2 episodes. Never again. Whatever you do, don't blame Ebony, you jerk, Satan said. Yeah, seriously, she was trying to get Satan and Hedwig back together, Sirius said deviantly. Be quiet, you Satanists, Dumbledore cockled. If you're lucky, I'll probably send you all to Azkaban. That'll teach you to copulate in the Great Hall. He changed the song on the iPad to an NSYNC song. Suddenly, I noticed something strong about the iPad. It was slowly changing. Dumbledore didn't notice. What's it changing into? You fucking poser, I muttoned. I bet you've never heard of Good Charlotte, James said. No, I knew what the iPod was changing into. Marty McFly's Tim Machine. Ah! Shut up, Joms! Draco's dad shouted. Yeah, shut up, Snake said preppily. Should be Snake said pedally. No, you shut up, Dumbledore, said Tom. I've had enough of you Satanists in my school, shouted Dumbledore spuriously. Spuriously, what a word. Suddenly I grabbed the iPod from him. Everyone jump in before it's too late. I jumped into it, but only one other person jumped in it. It was ... Satan. Somebody commented that they think that Satan's going to come to the future with Ebony, so whoever that was, winner, winner, fucking chicken dinner. I looked around. I was in the Slytherin common room with Satan. I was wearing a black plaid miniskirt with hot pink fishnets. Mind that time she hated pink. Mind it. A sexy black My Chemical Romance corset and black stiletto boots with pink pentagrams on them. My earrings were Blake Satanist sins, and my raven hair was all around my mid-black. Hi, cool. Where is this? He asked in an emo voice. This is the future. Dumbledore's iPod that he tried to take away from me was really a Tim machine, I told him. Cool. What's an eye patch? He whimpered. Never mind the time travel. What's an eye patch? It's something you use to listen to music, I yacked. OMFG, cool, wait, what's a 4-letter word for dirt? He asked in a sexy voice. I guess sand? I laid confusedly. Is he doing a crossword? I was just trying to make sure you were still the same person. He triumphantly giggled. Suddenly, some of my friends walked in. Oh my god, you're fucking alive, said Ginny, wearing a black leather jacket, black baggy pants and a gothic black from first to last t-shirt. I explained to her why I was alive. Konnichiwa, bitch, said Willow. She was wearing a black corset showing off her boobies with... I said boobies, it says boobs, but I said boobies. With lace all around it and red stripes on it. With it, she was wearing a black leather miniskirt, big black boots, white foundation, black eyeliner, red eyeshadow and black lipstick. Hey, motherfucker, said Diablo with his red hair. He was wearing a black PATD t-shirt and black baggy pants. Hey, who's that, Ebony? Bloody Mary questioned as she walked in wearing a black t-shirt with a red pentagram on it with lace on the bottom, red leather pants and black lace and black Stiltons. Nope, and black stilettos. Oh, it's Satan, I told her, and she nodded, knowing the truth. Suddenly, Satan started to cry. Are you okay, Satan? We asked concernedly. Oh my fucking god, you're from the future. What if you don't like me anymore because we're from different times? He asked. No, I still like you, I said sexily to him. Okay, he said reassuredly. I let him listen to Teenagers by My Chemical Romance on my iPod. They say your teenagers scare the living shit out of me. While I was about to go outside to find out some things, I gave Diablo a signal to keep Satan occupied. Satan fell asleep because Satan's like a child now. I took the iPod. I was about to walk outside. Professor Sinister ran in. She was wearing a gothic black mini dress and depressing black stripes, white and black striped tights, red Converse shoes. She was wearing lots of black liner. Oh my fucking god, where's Draco? How did Snap get back here? I thought he was in Azerbaijan. I only know how to read that word because of the Eurovision Song Contest. I thought he was in Azerbaijan. I asked sadly. Ebony, I was so worried about you. But I know you can't fucking die because you're a vampire. Snape came back because that girl Brittany freed him. I never liked her. She was a bad student, Trevorly said reassuredly. That bitch. Did she also free Hagrid and Lupin? I shouted angrily. I hated Brittany because she was such a fucking prep. Yes, they're on the loose at this school. Dumbledore is back. Cornelia is on his way to help everyone. Tell everyone you see to lock themselves in their common room, Trevorly said worriedly. Okay, but where is Draco and how come he was with Snap? I don't know why, but I know he almost tried to commit suicide after he saw you almost kill yourself, she said. OMG, that's terrible, I gasped. Satan was still asleep, so he couldn't tell what was going on. Then I said, listen everyone, I have something impotent to do. Everyone stay. With that I ran out. Good luck, Tara, everyone cried. I ran sexily down the stairs into the Great Hall, while the portraits around looked at me scaredly. There was hardly anyone else in the stairs, and there was an atmosphere of horror. On the way, I saw Brittany laughing. On the stairs. She was wearing a slutty pink shirt with flowers on it, a blue jean skirt, Abercrombie, and pink stilettos. She looked just like a pentagram of those fucking preps Hilary Duff and Lindsay Lohan. You fucking bitch, I shouted angrily. No, you're a total bitch. Now Voldemort will totally kill you, she laughed. Crucius, I shouted selectively, pontificating my black wand, and she started screaming because she was being tortured, and I laughed sophisticatedly. No, help me, please, Brittany screamed terrifically. I put up my middle finger at her. In her hand I saw the video camera Snape and Lumpkin had used to take a video of me. I put the tape of Voldemort doing it with Hedwig onto it. Then I continued to round down the stairs with the camera. Whew. When I had reached the Great Hall, I saw Vampire Potter. OMG, Vampira, I yelled. We hugged each other happily. He looked at me with his gothic red eyes and spiky black hair. Around them was black eyeliner and eyeshadow. He was wearing a black leather Jackson, leather pants and a Panic at the Disco concert shirt and his black Congress shoes. He looked more like Joel from Good Charlotte than ever. I was so worried you died, moaned Vampire. I know, but I'm a vampire, lol. When I woke up, I was back in 1980. So anyway, I bought Voldemort from where he was young with me. Where's Draco? I asked spuriously. Draco? You mean that fucking poser who betrayed you? Vampire snarked with anger in his sexy voice. I know, but we had to find him, I said smarty. I'll do it then, Harry said angstily. Okay, I agreed. Suddenly, ... all the lights in the room went out, and then ... the dark mark appeared. Oh my fucking god, Satan, Harry shouted. I think Voldemort has arrived, I said anxiously. Fuck, I have to go and find Draco. I guess we should separate. Okay, Vampire said, diapparating. Suddenly, I ran into the Great Hall. End chapter 42. Chapter 43, the penultimate chapter of My fucking Immortal. Author note. I think after this I will have about 2 or 3 more chapters. Wrong, Tara, you have 1 more chapter after this. Thanks to all my reviewers, not just flamers. If you flame this story, then you suck. If you flame, then fuck you. I walked sexily into the Great Hall. It was empty except for one person. Draco was there. He sat there in deadly bloom in his black 666 t-shirt and his baggy pants. He had slit his wrists. I felt mad at him for having sex with Snape, but I felt sorry for him. He looked just like Gerard Way, and not Liza Minnelli, with his red eyes and his pale white face. Draco, are you okay? I asked. I'm not okay, he screamed depressedly. I thought of the My Chemical Romance song, and I got even more depressed because that song always makes me cry. I gave him a pot cigarette, and he started to smoke it. Oh, Draco, why did you do it with that fucking bastard Snape? I asked tearfully. Draco began to say, but suddenly Lupin and Mr. Norris appeared into the room. They didn't see us. I'm so glad me and Snape were freed, said Lupin. Damn this job. It would be great if it wasn't for the fucking students. Mr. Norris agreed. Popagulum! Popagulum! I yielded angrily, pointing my wand at him. No! Lupin shouted as chains came on him. Mr. Norris ran away. You fucking perv. I laughed, with depths of evil and depressedness in my voice. Now you have to tell us where Voldemort is, or I'm going to torture you. I don't know where he is, said Lupin. Suddenly Satan and Vampire ran into the room. Vampire didn't know who Satan was, really. By Satan, we were so worried about you guys, Vampire said. I looked sexily at Draco with his gothic red eyes with contacts, black t-shirt that said 666 on it and pale skin like Gerard Way. Vampire with his sexy black hair and red eyes just like Frank Lero, and Satan who looked just like Brandon Urie there. I don't care anymore. I selectively took a caramel from my pocket, and then I began Frenching with Draco sexily. Lupin gasped. Draco began to take all of his clothes off, and I could see his white sex pack. Then Vampire took his clothes off too. We all began to make out together sexily. I took off my black leather bra, sweaty tits, my black lace thong, and the rest of my clothes. Everyone took out their Glocks, except for me. I'm a girl, LOL. Take out your Glocks. Take out your Glocks for Ebony. Take out your Glocks. Take out your Glocks for Ebony. Oh my Satan, Draco. I screamed as he put his hardness in my thingy. I'm gonna miss this. I'm gonna miss the weird thingy thing. Then he did the same thing to Harry. He put his hardness in his thingy. It's the solution to the problem, gonna be a teen orgy. I began making out with Satan and he joined in. OMS, cried Vampire. Oh, Vampire, Vampire! I screamed. Oh, Satan, yelled Harry in Plazor. Lupin watched in shock. I thought this would be his thing as a pedo. We took turns doing torture curses on him because we were all sadists. So they're having an orgy but taking turns like torturing. ... Suddenly, ... a big black card that said 666 on the license plate flew straight through the windows. And Snap was in it. End chapter 43. That was episode 18 of My Immortal. Please remember to subscribe. Hit the little bell icon down below and it means you'll get an update every time I upload a video. There'll be no My Immortal tomorrow because I'm filming tomorrow for the web series The Graduates Christmas Special. If you haven't seen The Graduates, there's a link down below to watch the first series. So hopefully it'll be up on Saturday or Sunday. Thanks so much to all the commenters, to everyone who's liked, to everyone who's watched. John Lees for watching every night when I upload it. I'm sincerely grateful. So we've got one more chapter to go and then a special finishing My Immortal extravaganza that I've been working on, which I think you're going to like. If I get 5,000 subscribers, I'm going to make this really cool video where me and my friends are going to play a game called Don't Panic, but I'm going to incorporate really spicy food into it. I don't know how yet, but it's going to be great. So subscribe! Ha ha!